Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video. For now, let's just pretend that I wasn't gone for 7 months. But this video is somewhat similar to my last, but I feel like just talking about YouTube is really only scratching the surface and probably not even that. And I think I hesitated for making this video in particular kind of because I was a little bit in denial. You know, when you grow up with something like overwhelmingly influential in your life and it starts to turn to shit really fast in the blink of an eye, shockingly, it actually tends to stand out. In this case, that would be the internet as a whole. I know some of you may be thinking, well, I was on Instagram this morning and I just saw someone get decapitated. The internet's always been shit. There's always been some truth to that, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about. The point that I'm trying to make here is the good side of the internet. You know, the side of the internet that people would flock to, the kind of part of the internet that brought people into it. It's that part of the internet that's now shit. Now, to elaborate, let's flash back to 2016. I think you already know where this is going. Now, I'm using Leafy as a talking point because in 2016, he was kind of the face of the internet. Leafy and a lot of the people who took after him were kind of like the personality of the internet. They were kind of the epitome of how the internet acted, which, to sum it up, was just saying really unhinged and retarded shit. Now, the point I'm making is, at least in my eyes, in 2016, the internet had a personality. When you think of the internet in 2016, you could probably picture a lot of shit going on in your head. Like, most in particular, the content revolving around it and the kind of people that were, you know, the face of it. And the issue now is, again, at least to me, it feels like the internet doesn't have a personality. It doesn't feel like there's a face of the internet. It doesn't feel like a group of people represent how the internet acts, because there is no personality anymore at all. Every new content creator that pops up, whether it be on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Instagram, fucking Twitter, I don't care what platform it is, any new, in quotes, personality that pops up is just a copy paste of every other fucking person that's been popping up recently. Ever since Speed blew up, how many people have you seen doing the exact same shit he does on stream? And I know Speed isn't the first person to popularize acting like a spastic retard on live stream, but these people have no personality, which is kind of my point. It's all just an act. And I understand having like a, how the fuck would you put this, internet persona, you know, for entertainment purposes, but when you're straight up just copying someone else and you're doing the same shit they do and you have the same mannerisms as they do and you talk the same way as they do and you act the same way as they do, and your entire epitome is being insert popular creator here, Junior, it gets to a point where it's almost a competition to see who can be the next Speed, who can be the next Mr. Beast, who can be the next PewDiePie, instead of, you know, trying to have your own personality. And I thought for a while, you know, it's because I'm getting older, it's because I'm an adult, and although there may be some partial truth to that, I know I didn't just lose interest in a lot of stuff because I got older. It's because it's like I'm watching the same shit over and over and over again. I can understand similarities. I understand having similar concepts and ideas. What I don't understand is why people are trying so hard to be someone else. There is a stark difference between taking inspiration from a creator and just straight up copying the same shit that they do. Speaking of copying, stealing content. I don't understand why, but stealing content has become so fucking normalized. I'm not just referring to bots and people who clip movies and clip other people's videos and put them as shorts and just spew them out every few minutes. Granted, those people are fucking insufferable and they're annoying, but that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who split screen themselves on a video. They don't even have audio, they just have the video of them laughing above it. Or the people who green screen themselves onto the video and just point up at the fucking video like you're adding shit to it. And I think this one's just as bad, if not worse, is the people who cut the end of the video. Shit, sometimes they even cut the fucking punchline or the joke of the video just to add a clip of them laughing at the end of it. Hey, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other... He said, to get to the other side, I'm dead. Yeah, that shit's super lame, and you didn't add anything to the video, you just made it longer. This is like the visual representation of people quoting like the literal punchline of the video and just putting like a laugh emoji in it in the comments. And the bigger problem with this is there are so many creators who have amassed a huge following doing this exact shit. There's even a guy in particular that I'm thinking of on TikTok. I've seen him before. I'm almost certain a handful of you have probably seen him. He's the guy who just green screens himself onto like a movie clip or a video that went viral. He covers his mouth, just puts OMG on the caption, and it just points up at the fucking video. The dude has hundreds of thousands of followers, and it's all he does. I don't want to see your fucking fat head on my screen. I'm interested in the video, and you're not adding anything to it. Why are you there? And it's not even an exaggeration. There is absolutely zero commentary. Not a single word comes out of his mouth. And it just kind of bugs me because people don't say anything about it. I feel like if you did this back in 2016, people just call you out for low effort stealing content and you'd get laughed off the internet for being a fucking loser for doing so. Now this lame shit is everywhere. Like, I can't imagine going up to one of my friends and showing them a video going like, dude, look at this TikTok I made. It fucking blew up. Look at all the views it got. And I show them the clip and it's just a movie clip and then it cuts to me laughing. I feel like there's a level of shamelessness you need to have to do this. I feel like a lot of people also don't think about the fact that these aren't live reactions. These are separate clips. You have to open your camera, press record, and then start laughing to add to the clip. Sorry, but you're a lame fuck. How do you not get embarrassed seeing yourself do that shit? And this shit's just like comment sections too. It's the same thing over and over and over and over. It's just quoting the literal punchline of the video. That's all it is. Or, and this is worse. This is somehow worse. You should be glad you don't show your face when you do this stupid shit. When you say someone said and then you just put the popular comment in quotes. Look, it's right there. It's right there. Why did you quote it? What was the point in that? This is worse on Twitter. I think these are bots. I'm not entirely sure. But when it's, again, the punchline of the video or just saying what happened in the video and then ending it with is crazy, is wild, and that's it. It's just this low effort shit that bums me out. You don't need to be Shakespeare or anything to make a joke funnier or to add on to it, but you could at least try if you're gonna put yourself in the video. This reminds me of like a comedy club, except every time a specific person laughs, they put the spotlight on them and then give them a microphone so they can hear them laugh. Anyways, my next point is about how creators act now. This is on Twitter, this is on YouTube, this is on Twitch, this is on Kick. Not so much Instagram because people on Instagram are at least a little honest about what they think, but a lot of creators are fucking pussies now. This might be a little bit of an inflammatory statement, but all I see big creators do now is moral grandstand, virtue signal, and try to center their content around being politically correct. So basically when they're trying to be good people, if you say this stupid shit, you're being dense on purpose and you fucking know it. I can guarantee you've already pictured a creator in your head. Now, think about the videos that have been made on these people and how some other popular creators can do the same thing that they do, and they won't have videos made on them. And have you ever wondered why that is? It's because they put on a facade. A lot of these people like to create this online image of themselves where they can do no wrong, and they're really kind, empathetic people. So once that idea is set in everybody's head, the moment you fuck that up, people notice. For instance, Pokimane. There's been a handful of videos where people have talked about Pokimane doing stuff that she probably shouldn't have done, or some things that make her look like a complete bitch. And there's other videos where people just make videos just to make videos on her. Like the whole cookie thing, I think that was pointless and stupid to talk about. Or to put it better, it was a stupid thing to be mad at. But anyway, she's a prime example of this. I would even say Hassan is as well, but Hassan has seemed to care less about his public image as of recent. And this goes for a lot of political streamers as well. It's very performative bullshit on their part. This also applies to the opposite side of the spectrum. There are a handful of commentary channels that make the most pointless, stupid fucking nothing burgers out of videos because a creator or a streamer or one of these people did something wrong. They dropped a pencil wrong. They did something 15 years ago that was socially acceptable and now is no longer socially acceptable. I feel like nobody wants to make fun content anymore. So many people want to be the internet's savior for some reason. I don't think that these people are making content that they themselves would find entertaining. And again, this goes for every platform. Think about it yourself. Imagine making content like this over and over and over and over the same exact topic multiple times throughout the week. The smallest change warrants a 20-minute talking point. You can't tell me that shit wouldn't drive you nuts. Not to mention, I think this is another reason a lot of YouTubers get burned out, because it just gets fucking boring talking about the same shit. Now, I have a slight idea of how this began. I know that drama has always been kind of popular on social media, especially when it comes to bigger creators, and people notice this big influx of views that would show up every time someone would say something bad or something like some sort of expose about a creator. And obviously, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with calling out somebody for doing scummy shit. But I think this idea started with people obsessing over the get rich or get famous overnight scheme. And now comes the underlying issue when it comes to these videos, is that people are too afraid to give their actual opinions on things. They don't want to actually talk about it. They report it like news. And if the creator does something objectively really bad, they finally go, well guys, this is not good. I personally, I wouldn't do this. This is a really bad thing that happened. And saying the most agreeable shit. I don't think these creators give their actual opinions on things anymore unless it is objectively agreeable and they reinforce what their viewers want to hear. I'm not saying that you have to put all of your time and energy into caring about what you're talking about, but at least be interested somewhat. Guys, Mr. Beast actually didn't do the loop-de-loop and pull. He only did a two-step method, tying his shoes this time. So guys, it's not looking too good. You can't tell me that doesn't sound like the most boring shit ever. I feel like what made social media content so entertaining was that you could find a random creator who could just be talking about literally anything. He could be talking about clipping his toenails for fuck's sake, and it would still somehow be entertaining because they knew how to talk about shit and give their opinions on things. That's kind of what videos were like when I was younger, and when I finally joined YouTube, it just turned into what can get me monetized overnight. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not guilty of this, okay? I mean, you can take a look at my channel. It's a lot of the shit I've talked about was popular stuff blowing up. You know, I'll gladly say that I wasn't hopping on every single trending topic that was out there, and I was only talking about the stuff that I really wanted to. But you know, the views were nice. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that's not the case. But you know, I feel like I was honest, and I'll pat myself on the back for that. I feel like I wasn't overblowing shit. You know, I wasn't trying to get like 1 million subs in a year, but you know, I'm still guilty of centering majority of my content around it. But that's the internet to me now. Who could be the next big star? Fuck that. Why would you want to? The only way you're gonna be the next big star is by having this picture perfect image and attempting to be the most agreeable person on the internet. The moment you fuck that up, it's over. Anyways, that's all I got. Goodbye.